Welcome, one and all, back to the Valley in the Shadow. You are here with a man named Jack, and this is The Witness. This is my single favorite game to ever exist, ever. It's a puzzle game. It's a very simple game, very quiet. Boop. So you find these puzzles around, and you solve them. And as you go through, it's like, okay, straight line. Next, we've got puzzle with a turn. But as you start to progress through the puzzles, sometimes you need to look back to find the way to look forwards. And sometimes, things aren't quite what they seem. This is a game about perception. This is a game about thought and logic and figuring out how to approach a certain puzzle, but above everything else, this is a game about perception. And like any game based on a visual aspect should be, it is fucking beautiful. Oh my god, this first moment when you come out of the cave and into the garden is just, man, one of my favorites. Now, you see, if you come over here, there is a gate barring your exit. And there's a switch over here. So if you try to do the switch, there's some plates in the way. Okay. Got some cables connected to them. Where do they go? Well, here's one of them. And here, we have a slightly more complicated puzzle. So I'm not going to do a full playthrough of this game. I'm not going to do a explanation of how to solve all of the puzzles in this episode. What I'm going to do is just talk about how to walk up to this game and how to approach it. Because, I mean, I would say this game doesn't need it, because this game is the absolute best at teaching you new concepts without a single word of text. This is a game that will teach you everything you need to know about how to play it purely through gameplay. In a similar way that Portal is renowned as being great as a game that is 70% tutorial in teaching you how to use portals, this is a game where almost the entirety of the game plays out like that. You are constantly brushing up against new concepts that require new thought to combat them. But I am talking entirely too much for a game that is about quiet. So I'm going to be quiet for a little bit while I clear out the last of these puzzles and only talk if I have something meaningful to say, which I do on occasion. The first latch opens. Okay. Let's find the others. Two starting points. But one of them doesn't go anywhere. And the lesson to be learned here is that when there are multiple starting points, not all of them are workable. Sometimes there is simply a right answer and a wrong place to start. Man, this garden, though. Looks a little bit suspicious. Couches. This is a civilized place, but where is anyone? Anyone, really? where does that cable go? This is the one that leads back to the point over there. Interesting. Different solutions have different effects. And here we are finally able to open the gate. Or are we closing the gate? Well, now that we've got that done, let's go explore. We've got a path leading forwards and away through the bushes off to the side. This is a game about discovery, exploration, and understanding. It is a game... Ooh, hey, puzzles over there. More in the distance. Man, those reflections, though. This game's water reflections are beautiful, and they use them quite a lot. But what's back here? A break in the rocks? A cable going through a window? Interesting. Where have we seen a cable going through a window? Ah. You know, I told myself I was just going to walk up to this and record a video of just how to approach it, but I feel like this game does such a great job of making itself approachable that making a video explaining anything is doing it a disservice. But maybe then, instead of explaining things, I can point out some of the more unusual things that might be overlooked. You know, be cryptic about it. Also, for the record, when I first played this game, my brother invited me over to his place to play it, saying, "Jack, you've got to play this puzzle game. It's the greatest puzzle game I've ever encountered, and there's a puzzle that I'm stuck on, and I want to see if you can find the answer." And I do not think I will get to that specific puzzle in this playthrough, in this video. And even if I did, I wouldn't want to give away the solution because it is one of my favorite puzzles in this game, and one of the reasons that this game is just on my best list. But wait, what's over there? There's like a flash drive or something. Oh?
I am standing on the threshold about...
Where are my subtitles?
...your room. It is a complicated business. In the first place, I must shove against an atmosphere pressing with a force of 14 pounds on every square inch of my body. I must make sure of landing on a plank, traveling at 20 miles a second around the sun. A fraction of a second too early or too late, the plank would be miles away. I must do this whilst hanging from a round planet head outward into space and with a wind of ether blowing at no one knows how many miles a second through every interstice of my body. The plank has no solidity of substance. To step on it is like stepping on a swarm of flies. Shall I not slip through? No. If I make the venture, one of the flies hits me and gives me a boost up again. I fall again and am knocked upwards by another fly, and so on. I may hope that the net result will be that I remain about steady, but if, unfortunately, I should slip through the floor or be boosted too violently up to the ceiling, the occurrence would be not a violation of the laws of nature, but a rare coincidence. These are some of the minor difficulties. I ought really to look at the problem four-dimensionally as concerning the intersection of my world line with that of the plank. Then again, it is necessary to determine in which direction the entropy of the world is increasing in order to make sure that my passage of the threshold is an entrance, not an exit. Verily, It is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a scientific man to pass through a door. And whether the door be barn door or church door, it might be wiser that he should consent to be an ordinary man, rather than wait till all the difficulties involved in a really scientific ingress are resolved. Arthur Eddington, 1927.
The ether was proved to not exist after he made that quote, which the ether was a hypothetical substance by which light propagated, in the same way that sound propagates through the air, but still a very nice quote. And look, hey, this is one of those flash drive things again.
For many births, I have wandered on and on, searching for, but never finding, the builder of this house.
So, our only bit of narration so far is some beautiful scenery, a number of puzzles left for a person waking up with amnesia, and a scientific quote and a musing, I believe to be left by someone who was previously in my condition. Also, when falling back to my previous story, when I first started playing this game, my brother wanted me to rush through to get to the puzzle that he was stuck on, but I insisted on exploring over here. And he said, yeah, there's this break in the wall, but there's nothing over here, I swear. And that's when I found out about this door and this cable, and found a secret he had overlooked within my first 5-ish minutes of playing the game. It was a good time. I like a good secret. Oh, this is different. A puzzle with dots. Doesn't like me going straight there. I can't avoid the dots. What if I were to collect all of them? Pac-Man style. Nah, that's the wrong direction. If I go this way. Also no. Also no. I'm not fooling, by the way. I don't remember the solution to this particular puzzle. But I do seem to have found it. Hello. A tile. Interesting. Doesn't like that one either. This is the only solution. So I will say, if you pick up this game, take a picture of every single one of these spare tiles that you find, take a picture of a correct answer and an incorrect answer, because these will be important later, very much later. And similarly important,
of all the communities available to us, there's not one of them.
game's too quiet. Never mind.
Myself too. Except for the Society of
Let's boost that a lot.
True Searchers, which has very few living members at any time. Albert Einstein, 1924.
Here we go. Okay. So, one of the other important things in this game is that it is not enough to just solve a puzzle. More important than finding a correct path is understanding why that path is correct. Those dots show up later, and you're supposed to look at them, not figure out what to do, and come back later after you've encountered the dots and understand what they do. But for me, at least, those dots were something that I was able to figure out at that door at that time. Ah, man. Fuck, this game's beautiful. I'm recording in 1920 by 1080, aren't I? God, I hope so. It would be a disservice to not record this game in as high a detail as you can. Also, I love that this spot exists. Like, this break in the rocks. You step out into a wall, you're walking down the path, and the path leads you up to a break in the rocks where you get to just look. There's a buoy. There's a very interesting looking arch way far away on top of a mountain. There is a town that is either half built or half destroyed. And there's also another one of whatever those are. Now, I feel like I shouldn't be pointing those out because, again, this is a game that you're meant to walk up to knowing nothing about the game. And that first moment when you find one of these, when you realize, wait, hold on. Wait, this looks exactly like the puzzles I've been spending so much time with. Can I interact with them? Actually, no, I take it back. I do regret showing off that you can do that, but oh well. And then here, we've got a door. Some Pac-Man dots, but also a bunch of squares. Can we just eat all the dots? Nope. Not the correct solution. Now, I banged my head against this door for a while until I gave up. Because you don't know that clue yet. You're not intended to solve it. You're intended to notice it and remember it. But if you start looking around for other ways in... Oh, there it is. You can see something down there. It's just an empty room with some kind of pillar. Or maybe it's a box. Next up, we have this set of puzzles here and here. These puzzles do nothing. Solving them will not advance your cause. It will not teach, you will not learn anything about the world. They will not unlock new areas. What they unlock are ideas. We've got our dot puzzle. The red dots blink. Does that mean we're supposed to eat them? It does. Okay. More dots. Need to eat these too. Now, these puzzles are very similar, but they are not the same. And every time a piece is taken out, it changes it to force you to change up your strategy. Oh, God. Here we go. This way. Can we... No. this starting point can't be used. If you go left, right, or down, this top blop becomes inaccessible. If you go this way, your choices are right and down. If you go right, this one is inaccessible. If you go down, again, a choice. But this one's already inaccessible. There is no choice, and all paths starting from this dot lead to dead ends. There we go. That's the way. I'm not going to solve this last one, because in addition to teaching you what those dots do, these puzzles are about how to approach these dots, how to think about them. These puzzles exist to give you logical tools, logical skills, so that when you see more complicated dot puzzles, you have a different ideas for how to approach them. And in the exact... I believe the community refers to those as the Pac-Man dots. And in the exact same way, we've got this puzzle here. Okay. Oh, didn't like that one. Well, hang on. If we try again over here... Okay. Does this clue make sense yet? No. The blacks aren't flashing now, just the white. What if we do a valid solution? What if we do also correct? Ah. See, this puzzle is called the segregation squares. And as the community applied name suggests, you just, have to segregate the white from the black. Which is an incredibly bad thing to say, considering the current state of the world. But that is how you solve this particular clue. We'll do one more. Maybe two more. No, we're not. We're not going to do any more. Because again, giving you the solutions to these puzzles doesn't help you. Giving you the tools for how to approach them, that is what these puzzles are for. Again, these don't have any cables leading off of them. They don't go anywhere. They are here not to advance the game, but to advance you as a person. As a creature of thought. So, this game, man, I love this game. And I'll give you one more freebie for making it to the end of the video. Here's another one of those discarded spare tiles. Okay. That's a winner. That's a winner. That's a winner. And that's a winner. It would seem that for this tile, there are no wrong answers. Interesting. This one, excuse me, also has 2 of those arrows instead of 1. Or are they just triangles? Does the direction they point matter? We don't know. Man, I love this game. So... Also, I don't know if I turned the sound up loud enough to hear it, but... Actually, no, let's crank the sound way up to maximum, and then just listen. your footsteps are incredibly distinct based on what you're walking on. I think they said they recorded some like 1,000 or 2,000 different footsteps to put into this game, different sounds for them. And they did that because almost the only audio cue in this game, there are others, but by and large, the audio cue you hear the most of is footsteps. So, they don't want them to get stale. They've got some kind of pillar here. Interesting. Rub your body against the lodestone to magnetize your blood. What's this? This zone is blocked off from me. Cables leading down this way. Interesting. You have to solve this one. You have to solve this series to open that one. And this is the reflections room. Ah, man. I didn't even mean to do that, but I did something there. If you've played the game, if you've hunted for secrets, maybe you saw what I did. And I honestly didn't do that on accident. I'd forgotten what specifically needed to be done there. But that's enough talking in glib riddles. Let me see if I can go find one more thing to show off. Where would be what's a good spot? Oh, hey, Windmill. What's up, dude? Hello, Hell Pit. What's up? Let me see. I think over in... Hello, Bricks. Oh, that's right. This temple's locked. I don't remember which puzzles you have to solve to open it. Oh, but hey, the castle. That's where that one puzzle that I loved is. If you wanna do hard mode, skip straight to the castle. Don't do that. You should play the game however the hell you want to play it. Honestly. Yeah. But I'm not going to be able to get there because I haven't opened all of these pathways. So, in addition to just playing with perspectives, this game has a lot of perspective art. In that there are a lot of really beautiful sceneries in this game that form something more than the sum of their parts when you look at them from a certain angle. But I'm not going to find any because it's just not in the cards. Not for me. Not today. Were there any in the castle I could go and point out? Ah, man. Those stairs sound awfully metal. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, yeah, up here, I think. Or actually, in the town would have been a good spot. Wait, is it up here? No. No, this is just a nice place to look down over these mazes. And over here. Oh, hey, yeah, the statue people! Fuck, yeah, I'd forgotten the statue people. There's statues fucking everywhere. Anyways, that's enough roaming, that's enough rambling, that's enough of me talking about this game and showing off. If you're not intrigued and interested at this point, then me running around won't really do much. If anyone comments and asks for it, I could make a tutorial, so to say, about what each of these zones are and what they're themed around and how to approach the puzzles. Because one of the more difficult tasks is to walk up to a new zone with no idea how the puzzles work and just figuring out what the clues are. Now, again, for me, that was one of my favorite parts, was walking up to a zone, like, we'll go over here. Not to mountain zone, to cliffside zone. The bamboo forest is also worth slowing down. Right. This over here is one of my favorite zones in that it does more than most to play with perspectives. That's so colorful. And I forget how to get in. Oh, yeah, over here, down here. Also, shadow. Even though you never see yourself. Even though you don't show up in the reflection. No, I'm not going to spoil it. But this has, as you saw, the segregation blocks. But it also has them in colors. Painted on, I'll say. Not the strict, uniform, clean-cut, digital black and white. These are painted on. Interesting. More mysteries. More questions. Ah, man. I gotta stop recording before I end up just playing and recording the entire friggin' game, running around and doing all the puzzles. And, man, you know, if you've ever played Dark Souls, then you understand the feeling that there is nothing quite like your first playthrough of a Souls-like game. When you walk up and you're figuring out the mechanics, you're figuring out how to play, you're figuring out how to approach the game from a psychological standpoint. This game is very similar to that, more so than other puzzle games. Like, I've gone back and played through Portal again and loved it, but this game is more... It's more about discovery and more about learning. And after you've discovered everything, then there's just nothing left. That's right, this is how you get into here. And, where is it? Is it right? I know that this block specifically, that chaotic swirl back there, it's supposed to form some of those perspective art pieces based on where you stand, and each standing point is a different piece, but I am not seeing what it is I am meant to see from this spot. I've got... Ooh, wait, no. Wait. There we go! There it is! There it is! We've got an angel of some kind playing an instrument? Just formed from chaotic swirls and rust. Hard to think that occurred naturally. In fact, one might think that that's artificial. Let me see if I can find the one over here. Now that I found that one, and I am emboldened in my search. Okay. This one, we can see the same dude, but minus the wings. And then, is there one more from over here, maybe? Oh. And you've got the dude again. No wings, no instrument, just a dude. This game's full of that stuff. This game, oh man, this game is fucking amazing. Like, I'm not gonna show off how deep some of these puzzles get, because to get to that point, A, would take far more time than I expect most people care to give, and B, getting to those puzzles would spoil the fun. Like this. What is the right way to look at this? Hard to say. Unless you've already encountered that puzzle over at the docks. In which case, it becomes pretty clear. Like, hang on. That's an entire island of dead trees. But there's exactly 4 that are bright green. Well illuminated. Well alive. I've got to stop. I've got to put the controller down or else I'll be here forever. Also, side note, the start menu is you closing your eyes. And that's what the red swirlies are. It's the swirly things you get when you close your eyes. And you can even see the eyelids opening and closing. God, this game is so good. This game is so good. It has the best puzzle design of any game I have ever played, ever. Period. Hard stop. And I love puzzles. But anyways, that's enough rambling on. I've spent far too much time walking around and seeing the sights of this game. Let's get a nice ocean vista. Whoop! Oh god, I put the controller down. Let's get a nice ocean view for the way out. Or we can just stare into the sun and praise its glorious illumination. If only we could all be so grossly incandescent. But thank you all for watching, but I must bid you all adieu until I see you next time right here on the dark side.